Hello, and welcome back to Bedtime Island. Today, we're doing a nap meditation into a short bedtime story, which then turns into a comforting audio soundscape of taking a nap in a cozy cabin in the mountains. The wind is blowing through the trees outside, and there's a warm fire going in the fireplace. You don't need to be anywhere, and your entire to-do list is done. All you have to do is be comfortable and have a nap. Let's begin. Settle into a comfortable position, whether lying down or sitting in a soft chair. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in. And then slowly exhale. Let's journey to a cozy cabin in the scenic mountains where you can take a peaceful nap. Begin by focusing on your breath. With each inhale, imagine you're breathing in the fresh, crisp mountain air. With each exhale, release any tension and stress, letting it blow away in the wind. Picture yourself in a warm, inviting cabin nestled in the mountains. The wind is gently howling outside, creating a comforting sound as it rustles through the trees. Inside, a fire crackles in the fireplace, casting a warm, golden glow throughout the room. Start with your toes, feeling them wrapped in a soft, cozy blanket. Let any tension melt away as your toes and feet relax completely. The warmth of the fire gently soothes your feet, grounding you in this peaceful place. Move your awareness up to your ankles and calves, feeling the relaxation spreading upwards. Your legs become heavy and relaxed. Imagine the gentle warmth of the cabin enveloping you, bringing a sense of calm and ease. Focus now on your knees and thighs. Let go of any stress or tightness, feeling the soothing embrace of your blankets around you. Your legs are fully supported, completely at ease. Bring your attention to your hips and lower back. As you breathe in, feel the gentle warmth of the fire spreading across your body, bringing a sense of calm and peace. With each exhale, release all of your tension, letting your body sink deeper into relaxation. Shift your focus to your abdomen and chest. With each breath, feel the rise and fall, like the gentle rhythm of a mountain breeze. The warm air wraps around you, bringing comfort and relaxation. Your body is fully at peace, embraced by the tranquility of the cabin. Now, concentrate on your shoulders, letting them drop and release any tightness. Feel the warmth of the fireplace gently warming them, melting away any remaining stress. Your shoulders are relaxed, your posture at ease. Move your awareness to your arms, down to your hands and fingers. Imagine imagine the sensation of soft, warm blankets wrapped around you, washing away any tension. Your arms can completely relax, resting comfortably. Focus now on your neck and jaw. Allow them to soften and release any tightness. Feel the gentle warmth of the cabin on your face, calming and soothing every muscle. Your head is perfectly supported, your mind at peace. Finally, bring your attention to your face. Relax your forehead, your eyes, your cheeks, and your mouth. Allow your entire body to be enveloped by the peaceful, tranquil atmosphere of the mountain cabin. Take a few more deep breaths, feeling the complete relaxation and comfort. As you breathe out, let go of any remaining thoughts or worries. You're in a soft, comfortable place, surrounded by the beauty of the mountains and completely at peace. Stay in this serene state for as long as you'd like, letting the calmness and relaxation wash over you. When you feel ready, allow yourself to drift off into a restful nap, carrying this sense of tranquility with you. Enjoy your nap. Now, drift off to sleep as I read to you from Things to Make by Archibald Williams, originally released in 1913. The making for oneself of toys and other objects of a more or less useful character has certain advantages over buying them. In the case of the more elaborate and costly articles, it may enable one to possess things which otherwise would be unobtainable. Secondly, a homemade article may give a satisfaction more lasting than is conferred by a bought one, though it may be less beautiful to look upon. Thirdly, the mere making should be a pleasure and must be an education in itself. To encourage readers to use their hands, the following chapters have been written. The subjects chosen provide ample scope for the exercise of ingenuity and patience. But in making my selection, I have kept before me the fact that a well-equipped workshop falls to the lot of but a few of the boys who are anxious to develop into amateur craftsmen. Therefore, while the easiest tasks set herein are very easy, the most difficult will not be found to demand a very high degree of skill, or more than a very moderate outlay on tools. I may say here that I have been over the ground myself to find out its difficulties for my readers, and that I made an engine similar to that described in Chapter 15, the most elaborate mechanism included in the book, with very simple tools. Some of the items which I had on my original list were abandoned because they presupposed the possession of comparatively expensive machines. My selection has also been guided by the desire to cater for different tastes. In some cases, the actual manufacture of the thing described may be regarded as the most instructive and valuable element, and may appeal most forcibly to the handy boy. In others, The harmonograph provides a good instance. The interest centers round the experiments made possible by the construction of a simple piece of apparatus. In sum, the utility of the article manufactured is its chief recommendation. I feel certain that anyone who follows out the pages of this volume with hand as well as eye will have little reason to regret the time so spent. The things made may, in course of time, be put aside and forgotten, but the manual skill acquired will remain. Nowadays, one can buy almost anything ready-made, or get it made without difficulty. Yet he who is able to make things for himself will always have an advantage over the person to whom the use of tools is an unprobed mystery. Chapter 1. A Sawing Trestle. A strong and stable sawing trestle is one of the most important accessories of the carpenter's shop, whether amateur or professional. The saw is constantly being used, and for it to do its work accurately, the material must be properly supported so that it cannot sway or shift. Anybody who has been in the habit of using a wobbly chair or box to saw on will be surprised to find out how much more easily wood can be cut when resting on a trestle like that illustrated by figures 1 to 3. The top, A, of the trestle is 29 inches long, 4 inches wide, and 2 inches thick. At one end, it has a deep nick to serve much the same purpose as the notched board used in fretworking, also to hold on edge such things as doors while their edges are planed up. Pushed back against the wall, the trestle is then as good as a boy. The 4 legs are made out of 2-inch by 2-inch stuff. To start with, the pieces should be 24 inches long to allow for the waste of cutting on the angle. Cutting the notches. Make 4 marks 7 inches from the 4 corners of the top. Set your bevel to an angle of 70 degrees or cut an angle out of a card with the help of a protractor and lay a leg against each mark in turn, the end projecting about an inch or so above the top. Move the leg about till it makes the proper angle at the mark and draw a pencil line down each side of the leg as close up as possible. Since the legs may vary slightly in size, use each only once for marking and number it and the place to which it belongs. Lines must now be drawn along the upper and undersides of the top, parallel to and 3/4 inch from the edge, to complete the marking out of the notches. Cut just inside the side marks with a fine tenon saw and remove the wood between the cuts back to the top and bottom marks with a broad, sharp chisel, making the surface of the cut as true and flat as you can. Then, offer the leg that belongs to the cut, its end projecting an inch or so. If it won't enter, bevel off the sides of the cut very slightly till it will. A good driving fit is what one should aim at. While the leg is in place, draw your pencil in the angles which it makes with the top above and below to obtain the lines AB, CD. Beveling the legs. The marking out of the bevels will be much expedited if a template is cut out of tin or card. It should be just as wide as the legs, and at a point 4 inches from one end run off at an angle of 162 degrees from one edge. Draw with a square a line, EEI, across what is to be the inside of the leg. The template is applied to the long side of the leg and moved up till its sloping edge occupies a position in which a perpendicular dropped onto it from C is 1/2 inch long. Mark the line EF and the perpendicular CG. The bevel is marked on the other side of the leg, the angle of the template being at E1, to guide the saw, which is passed down through the leg just outside the marks till within line CD. The piece is detached by a cross-cut along CG/CD. This procedure, which sounds very complicated, but is really very simple, and performed much more quickly than it can be described, yields a leg properly beveled and provided with a shoulder to take the weight of the top. The leg at the diagonally opposite corner is an exact replica of the first one made. The other two are similar, but the direction of the bevels is reversed, as will be evident after a little consideration. When all the legs are ready, knock them into place, driving the shoulders tight up against the top, and nail them on. The projections are sawn off roughly and planed down flush with the top. Then affix the tie C at each end and plane its edges off neatly. Truing the legs. Stand the stool up on its end, top flat against the wall. Measure off a 20-inch perpendicular from the wall to the outside corner of each of the two upper legs, as seen in Figure 3. Lay a straight edge from mark to mark and draw lines across the legs. Reverse the trestle and do the same with the legs at the other end. Then turn the trestle on its side and draw lines on the other outside faces of the legs, using the lines already made as guides. If the operation has been carried through accurately, all 8 lines will be in parallel to the top. Cut off the length of the leg below.